What is up, Spider-Man fans in the Ring Army? My name is Nice and welcome back to the channel. Today I bring you all my review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I just got back home fresh from the movie theater. As you guys can see, I'm still wearing my Spider-Man shirt and my Spider-Man pin I got from a while ago. And let me just say, very amazing. But before I get into all that, this is going to be a spoiler review, okay? So if you haven't watched the movie, go watch it and then come back. I promise you, it's a very I don't know how to explain. It's just an experience, a cinematic experience. That's the best way I can possibly say it. All right, so the spoiler warning is done, out of the way. Let's get into the review. So I'm going to pick out the stuff that I do remember from the film. This is again, this is all fresh. I just came back like 10 minutes ago from the movie theater, so I'm gonna be trying to remember everything that I can and point out the things that I didn't like and the stuff that I really freaking liked. So I'm going to start off by saying my biggest problem with this movie, okay? I'm not sure if they did it on purpose or they just wanted to quickly move on with the movie. The pacing. The beginning, maybe like the first 20 minutes, it's all about Gwen's backstory and Gwen's side of the whole thing. And it basically showcases how she got into the Spider Society. That's like the whole initiation of the whole place of the Spider People was called. And after all that, and when the title comes up, and then now it's Miles' turn on the screen, everything just happens so fast. Like the dialogue from the characters, the pacing of how the scenes play out, everything that plays out while you're watching it, it just happens so quickly. Like you have to slow it down to watch what happened. And yeah, that's like one of the biggest problems I have. The whole movie just felt rushed, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I just feel like they just wanted to push out everything, show all the Spider People, push out the story to finish it, and then that's just my biggest problem. I felt there wasn't enough time to explore the whole place, you know. It's just the biggest problem, the dialogue. The dialogue of all the characters talking to each other, the whole vibe of everybody just felt so fast and had no time to breathe. I'm like, dude, movie, calm down, breathe. That's just one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem with this movie, in my opinion. The rest is just absolutely fantastic. The animation these movies have is just outstanding. Like there was some 2D animation in this movie this time, and with a mixture of live action and 3D, the whole time it just felt like this is not real. It feels like a parody, but it's not. It's a real thing. And let me just tell you, all the live action cameos from all the actors, it was so good. Let me just say, Andrew Garfield was in this. Technically, yeah, it showed the time where he was holding on to Uncle Ben, and Tobey Maguire's Uncle Ben part. There was like a whole section where they were talking about how Uncle Ben made them into Spider-Man, and that's basically how Uncle Ben dies, and it shows all the Uncle Ben's scenes from all different universes of Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man, Uncle Ben's death, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I don't think there was Tom Holland. I don't think Tom Holland was in this movie, unless I didn't see it. There was so many references in this film that you'd be like, okay, let me watch it back, slow it down, let me see this. I recognize that it's just reference, just Spider-Man the reference. That's basically what it is. And what else? The parents. Yeah, Miles' parents felt different this time. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, the dialogue from every character felt rushed, felt too quick. Again, the animation always gonna be the carrier. The story is simple. Miles just wants to prevent his dad's death, and he goes into like a wrong universe. The end credits of the there's no end credits. I'm talking about the ending, the cliffhanger. Yeah, so I knew it. Miles is Prowler, and in this universe that Miles went to. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So Miles is Prowler in this other universe. That's where the movie ended. And then Gwen got the old gang back together, and Miguel O'Hara, dude. Oh, what a good villain. Well, he's technically a good guy, but in the same time he's not. But his character was very intimidating, and the audience was eating him up. I heard like a group of girls saying like, "Oh my god, he's so hot!" Like, it was hilarious. There was so many Easter eggs that I picked out that were really hilarious. I believe this guy's name is Genki, or yeah, I think it's Genki. I might be mistaken. Miles' friend. He was playing the PlayStation 5 in his room, and he was playing the original Spider-Man game from the PS4. I believe that was the original Spider-Man. I saw it and I was like, bro, he's playing the PlayStation 5. And yeah, Genki wasn't really a character in this movie. I was expecting him to be helping out Miles throughout the movie, but no, he's just there for like a minute. Spectacular Spider-Man was in there. He talked, and that was amazing. I was like, it's my boy. There he is. And of course, there's so many more Spider-Man. And I didn't see Spooderman, unfortunately. I don't think he's in this one, unless he's somewhere in the background. Let me like, there's 1,000 Spider-Man, so of course everything is gonna be looking all that. This movie has to be the most colorful movie so far in the Spider-Verse movies. But I would say I enjoyed. Of course, I'm gonna have to watch it again. I might watch Across the Spider Verse again. I feel like this movie could have been so much better if everything just felt smooth in the first hour of the movie. Everything just felt so fast. I don't know I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. That's just my biggest problem with this movie. Everything else is so colorful, so expressive. The animation, dude, you're gonna fall in love with it. Oh man, if you think the animation for Into the Spider Verse was good, you will slap yourself in the face for saying that. This movie takes the cake for the animation. There was just a mixture of animation and art style in this movie. So like whenever there was a scene where Gwen was talking with her dad, and almost every scene that cuts into the conversation, it's a different art style. It's like a different portrait of colors, and it was just so lovely to watch. I'm like, okay, I love that art style. Is a little like, it's brighter than dark, and it's brighter, and everything else. The voice acting was pretty good. The emotional scenes was awesome. We got to see Gwen's backstory on how she lost Peter. There was a scene where Spot has to be one of the best characters in the movie. He might be my favorite character of all time. He's so chill about everything, and then of course he turns really bad towards the middle and towards the end. But he's just like a really chill character. And there's this one scene where he travels through many dimensions and worlds, one into the real life Venom universe in the live action movies, and he met the clerk. I forgot her name, but the clerk from the Venom movie. And when he was in there, it was in the Spider-Verse animation and live action, and that looked so awesome, dude. I would love to see a movie like that. He also traveled into the Lego universe, so I'm glad to see the Lego movie style again. Like, that was so cool. J.K. Simmons returns as J. Jonah Jameson in this movie, and you can hear him. It was just so good to hear him. Peter B. Parker, of course, is a dad. You guys saw him in the trailers. He's in this movie, but he wasn't a big role, you know? He was just there with his daughter and basically trying to convince Miles, to let this all happen and everything, try to talk him out of it, and of course it doesn't work out. And I don't know, Gwen felt like a totally different character. Like she like kind of betrayed Miles in a way. Pretty much, yeah, everybody betrayed Miles. So basically Miles was a mistake in the whole Spider-Man universe. He was never supposed to be bit. And this whole thing is happening. That's why Miguel was really mad at Miles. I don't know. Gwen just felt a real I don't know how to say it. The best way I can say it is she was a different character. She felt really off, in my opinion. Miles swears a little bit in this movie. There is kind of like light cursing. Miles says ass in his movie, I believe. He says, well, maybe if you can lay off his ass a little bit, something like that. And that caught me off guard. That was funny. And of course, hell is light cursing. I would say it's a cuss. Obviously, no. Gwen says, what the hell? And Miles says, damn. It was so fresh. It was so fresh to hear that in a kid's animated movie. Everything else is just very fine. 3 directors directed this movie, by the way. And wow, you guys did amazing. I just wish the pacing in the beginning was slightly slower and more played out smoothly. And the third one next year, don't rush it. I hope it's not rushed, man. I want to enjoy everything, not everything mixed into one. Getting to see the action sequences more clearly, and pretty much it. That's all the complaints I have. But other than that, this movie is fantastic. There's like a lot of references I'm not gonna remember right now, but I do know you guys are gonna love this movie if you know almost everything about Spider-Man. You're gonna point out everything. The original Spider-Man from 1967 was in there for a second, and it was amazing. We get to see him actually talk to Miles and pretty much miss him. He misses the kick. It was hilarious. I love that. Donald Glover was in there as the Prowler in one scene, but live action. He was actually in the universe, and Miles was just basically talking to him. It's rude to stare. That's pretty much all I have to say about this movie. It's incredible, but I would say the first Spider-Verse movie was more smooth, more fresh, more smooth to clear the story and clear everybody out of the way, and the monologue and everything was more better paced. But this one takes the cake in action and visuals. I will say that. But the first one, of course, started it all. And for me, I think it's a little bit like, here's Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. It's a little bit better in my opinion, but I'm gonna have to watch it again to get my final thoughts. But for now, I will give this movie an 8 out of 10 with Into the Spider-Verse at 8.2, 8.3. This movie is up there, of course, one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time yet, and we'll see if Beyond the Spider-Verse next year will take the cake and the trilogy. If you've watched Across the Spider-Verse, what'd you think about it? Did you like it? Did you like it more than Into the Spider-Verse? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new here to join the Ring Army. My name is Nice, and I'll speed you guys on the next run.